Which is the best, the new Tesla Model Y or the new BYD Sealion? To compare them, I'm going to show you around their exteriors. Yes, the sheep don't like it either. Check out their interiors. Genius! Compare their technology. Put them through a series of tests. This is like Car Twister, isn't it? And of course, I'm going to drag race them. Ooh, close off the line. So which will come out on top? America or China? I'm Matt Watson and you're watching Carwow. This video is going to be terrific. You might think that buying Chinese means buying cheap, but is that really the case? You see, the Tesla Model Y starts from £45,000, whereas the BYD Sealion starts from £47,000. If you want the top spec version of the Model Y that's available at the moment, that's £52,000, whereas this range-topping version of the BYD Sealion is £59,000. So the BYD is slightly more expensive, but which one looks the most premium? Now, normally when a manufacturer facelifts a car, they'll just do the lights and the bumpers, just the plasticky bits. They don't tend to touch the metal bits, but Tesla has. It's redesigned the bonnet, it's redesigned the wings in order to be able to fit this Cybertruck-inspired light bar across the front. That's actually a daytime running lights, and your real headlights are underneath here. Of course, the whole lower bumper is all new as well. Wait a minute, what's that? Looks like it's trapped some insects. Maybe this design isn't good for insects. Let's just open this bonnet and see what insect it is. Oh look, it's a big old bumblebee. It's kind of moving a bit, or maybe it's just the wind. Oh, it is, it's his little feet are just twitching. Killed by a Tesla. Another reason for people to hate Tesla right now. Down the side, main change, new alloy wheel designs. These are the 20-inch optional ones that you can get on the long range, but they start at 19s. The rest of the body at the side is the same, so it still looks like an inflated Model 3. But once again, at the back, Tesla's done some major changes. New boot with the new kind of spoilery bit here. I like this design where you've got the Tesla logo there, and at night this actually just beams some light on there to illuminate it. Looks really cool. Also the lower bumper and diffuser, that's all new as well, and they've moved the number plate from there to there. A bit like Porsche did when they went from the 991 generation 911 to the 992, and I don't actually, yes, the sheep don't like it either. I don't like the lower number plate, it just doesn't look so good. Overall though, the rest of the redesign, it works really well. But what about the all-new BYD? This car has a real kind of face to it, doesn't it? It's like some kind of anime character, all like glary and angry and stuff. There's loads of vents going on to make it look sporty and aggressive, and the light design is similar to that on a Ferrari SF90. Now, BYD took the approach that Tesla used to take with the Model Y, basically taking their saloon car, in this case, the Seal, and inflating it for this, the Sealion. You do have these kind of weird shaped wheel arches with a bit too much space here, and this cladding round. Reminds me of the wheel arches on a Toyota Yaris Cross. Wheel sizes, well, these are 20s, but like with the Tesla, the starting size is 19 inches. Moving down the sides, we've got some creases and bits and pieces, and then at the back, it's quite an attractive rear end. Full length light bar here, little boot lip spoiler, bit too much plastic going on down here, but it's a reasonable looking car. Overall, the Sealion looks sleeker than the Model Y, especially from the side, mainly because Tesla hasn't done anything to change the Model Y's egg-shaped silhouette. But there's something else I wish Tesla had also addressed. I don't know if it's just me and I'm some kind of idiot, yeah, it probably is that, but I just don't get on with these door handles. I'm never sure how to like open them. And sometimes as well, they like if you've opened it like this, unless you shut it like that, they tend to like bounce open again, look. Maybe I'm just doing it all wrong. I mean, you shouldn't have to do it two-handed, right? Is there a better way of doing it? Oh.
A few moments later.
I've just looked online and found out how you're supposed to do it. So you do this. But that's like 2 steps. Why don't I just go there for the handle and pull it? Why do I have to go there and there? Then it begs the question of why have that bit then? What's that bit for? Is that just to like trick me? Now, there's a bit where these were going to be like Mercedes door handles. I just don't get on with them at all. They're weird to operate and they feel horrible to use as well. But with these, you just press that, they pop out, and then they just act like a nice, easy to use door handle. Much better, and none of that nonsense like with the Tesla. Also, blimey, that's some heft. Look, let's try the Tesla. That's not as satisfying. And as someone with quite a few cars that have these frameless windows which have to drop before you open the door, I can tell you that when it's icy and the car's all frozen up, you can't get in because the ice doesn't let the window drop. Looks cool, but actually isn't a great idea. But how will these SUVs compare in a quarter-mile drag race? The BYD has dual motors, all-wheel drive, 530 horsepower and 690 Nm of torque. It weighs just over 2.4 tons. The Tesla also has dual motors and all-wheel drive. It produces 507 horsepower, 494 Nm of torque and weighs in at just under 2 tons.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, close off the line. Oh, this eased ahead and then the Tesla just gapped it. So then what exactly happened? Well, the Tesla won. It completed the standing quarter mile in 12.4 seconds. The BYD took 12.8 seconds. However, these cars' 0 to 60 mph times were actually incredibly close. The Tesla accelerated from 0 to 60 in 4.33 seconds, while the BYD took 4.35 seconds. So it's only at higher speeds where the Tesla ekes out an advantage. And with this in mind, how will the two cars compare in a rolling race over the half mile? Let's get it to 30. 3, 2, 1, go. Pickup on this is really good. Initial pickup is. And then, I mean, look at that. The Tesla is dropping this car. So that's a clean sweep for the Tesla. But is the dual motor long range car the best all-round Model Y you can buy? If you want to know what I think is the best version of the Tesla Model Y, I've actually configured one through Carwow. If you want to check out what it is, click on the pop-out banner appearing in the top right hand corner of the screen or scan the QR code on screen now using your mobile phone. But let's put performance to one side for a moment. Can the Chinese car even things up when I compare their cabins? The interior is really nice. There's quite a lot going on, but it's not overly fussy. I like this LED effect here with this central panel. You've got LED effect on the dash. You've got some swooping effects here on the doors. It all feels quite expensive. The door handles are rather interesting. So they're quite high up. I'd rather they were down there, but you know how you normally open the door and you hear like a click? These are pretty much silent. You hardly feel it at all. These seats are really nice and comfy and the leather on them is lovely. You also get Isofix here in the front. You can get a vegan interior if you want it. Steering wheel feels good and oh yes, look at this. You can adjust the steering wheel manually. You've got stalks for your windscreen wipers, your lights, your indicators and everything like that. You've got a digital driver's display which can show a lot of information, including of course your speed right in front of you, plus a heads-up display as well, so your speed is projected onto the road. You've got a little gear lever nub in there, a bit like on a Porsche 911 actually, and you've got some shortcuts here for the ventilation system so you can quickly turn it off and on and like blast up the windscreen as well without having to go into the infotainment system there, because the finer controls obviously are through this main screen here. If you prefer to watch your content more YouTube short style than long form video, then you can go vertical. Storage is good as well. Big storage area here. Look, I illustrated in my hands, the hand test. 2 cup holders there with, I don't know what this does. What does this do? What's all that about? Ah! Genius! Look at that. So if you've got a really big cup of coffee, I like that. Then you got your wireless charging there, and I like the fact, look, you have got a 50-watt charging wireless and it's cooled so it won't overheat your phone. There's more charging down here with your 12-volt sockets and your USB-Cs. Oh yes, look at that beautifully large vanity mirror. The glove box is big and lined with felt, so it feels plush. The door bins are a big size, but down here, this is where things get to feel a little bit cheaper, but it's, you know, you're not going to be touching down there that often. And overall, I'm quite impressed with this car's cabin. It's nice. As part of the facelift, Tesla has also tweaked the new Model Y's interior. So, how does it feel? It's definitely better than before in terms of the feel of the materials, this like Alcantara stuff on the dash, the way you've got this big hoop with the ambient lighting. An improvement. Still, much of it is the same in terms of the fact it's a minimalist design. So pretty much everything has to either be done through the screen or through voice commands. And it is annoying. Like if I want to move the door mirrors, I've got to go in here and then I've got to do, where is it, that, and then I've got to do that, and now I use this on here to move the door mirror. Now I know the Tesla fanboys are going to be going, but Matt, you know, I set the car up and I set it to my profile and then it knows what I want and it's always in the right position. But sometimes when you're manoeuvring, you need to just mess around with the door mirror, don't you, to the curb or something. And that is a faff. It's also a faff not being able to control your windscreen wipers through a stalk on here. At least they've given one stalk back compared to the Model S. Look, we have this for the indicator, but yeah, there's no drive select here. You have to do it on the screen by swiping up or down. Don't like that either. I'm having a bit of a rant now, aren't I, really? There's lots of it that isn't great. And the fact I haven't got a digital driver's display, so I have to look across there, up there to see my speed. Where is it? Too many things going on here. Oh, go away. Be fine if there's a heads-up display. Why haven't we got a heads-up display? Storage is good in here though. Lots under there. Once again, the hand test. I like the fact that the cup holders are hidden until you need them. They're not clever in the way they don't go deeper like on the BYD. There is more storage under here as well. It's a big storage area. And you got your wireless charging there. Unlike the BYD though, it's only 15 watts, not 50. And it's not cooled. And I've noticed my phone getting hot while charging on it. I want to adjust the steering wheel. Oh no, I forgot. I've got to go through the screen again. Where is it? Steering. Up and down again with this. There we go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know. Once again, yes, you do this before you drive off, but sometimes you just want to fine-tune things when you're driving, don't you? Rest of the storage, sorry, I got sidetracked. Right, glove box. Oh no, yes, once again, got to go through the screen. This really is turning into a rant. Screen. Where's the glove box there? Glove box, open. Why aren't you opening? Has it got some kind of remote lock on it? Is it broken? Is there some security feature? This is a press car. I bet there's a security feature. I can hear something happening. Can you hear that? Anyway, let's move on to the door bins. They're big, lined with felt, and this is different and an improvement over the BYD. So the soft touch feel extends all the way down here. Just show you the door switches, so you don't have a handle like in the BYD. You press a button and it's electrically operated, but there is a fail-safe mechanism to open it there in case the battery's out of power. Look, oh, you can pull it up that way. Just like in the BYD, you have a full-length glass roof. However, the one in the Tesla doesn't have a blind, which is a bit annoying. Last thing to show you, we don't have ISOFIX on the front passenger seat. Seats are generally quite nice and comfy, though I prefer the ones in the BYD. And then vanity mirror. Very similar design to the actual cover for it as the BYD, but it's not quite as big. So far, this is a really close run race, but we'll find out which car eventually comes out on top at the end of the video. If you're thinking about changing your car to one of these, or any car for that matter, you can do the whole process through Carwow. You can sell your current car through Carwow by uploading photos and have dealers all across the country. Where Tesla usually leads the field is technology. So how does the updated Model Y's infotainment system measure up? Well, the display itself is brilliant. The colours are bright, the graphics are sharp, and it responds quickly. However, there aren't any physical buttons at all, just like in the old Model Y. This makes it harder to adjust some of the car's more specific settings when you're driving, such as tweaking the temperature of the new ventilated seats. That's not all. You still don't get Apple CarPlay nor Android Auto. You have to use Tesla's system. And this is a shame because they come on almost every other new car. Tesla's tried to make up for this with various games and streaming apps, but these feel more like gimmicks than useful features. You might play around with them while you wait for your car to charge, but most of us will go on our phone and just doom scroll on social media. I'd happily give them all up if Tesla would just fit up a heads-up display. Unfortunately, the BYD screen doesn't feel as slick as in the Tesla. It isn't as sharp and it doesn't respond as quickly. But at least you get some physical buttons to access the climate control settings while you're driving. Yeah, I know the Tesla has voice commands, but who really uses voice commands? Anyhow, what we all use is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and they come as standard on the BYD. But the menus aren't as intuitive, so switching between your phone's apps and the screen's other features can be a little bit confusing. However, it's not all bad. I like using the portrait screen to show satellite navigation directions because you can see a lot more of your route at once. Speaking of which, I've asked both cars to program a route from my location to Aberdeen in Scotland. Yes, I know this is probably something most EV owners will never do, but it's interesting. You see, this 500-mile drive requires both cars to stop to recharge, so how do their sat-navs compare? The BYD calculates a route quickly and shows plenty of available chargers along the way. However, you have to decide for yourself which stops to make and how long to charge for. The Tesla, however, shows the quickest available charging points, and it calculates exactly how long you need to spend charging at each, so you get an accurate arrival time. It's brilliant, and all electric cars should have this. A clear win for Tesla then. Tesla's trump card has always been the fact that you've got the supercharger network, and if you didn't own a Tesla, you couldn't use it in the past. But now you can, they're open to everybody. However, there is still a benefit of owning a Tesla because you get cheaper electricity rates.
Now let's find out which car is the best in the back seats.
The quality from the front extends all the way into the back here. Once again, lined door pockets. The seats are comfortable, and you know, you can actually really stretch out underneath the seat in front. There's plenty of knee room. I like the fact that you get these airplane style folders on the seat backs. They just feel premium. Unlike with the old Model Y, you can alter the angle of the backrest here in the rear, which makes it more comfortable than before. And there's a screen here, like with like apps and stuff on YouTube that the rear seat passengers can watch. And you've got some USB-C ports there as well. Oh, what's under here? Let's just do it quickly. That's your cup holders. And please let there be through loading. Where's the bloody button? Where is it? Ah, there. Through loading. Told you. This definitely feels more comfortable. It's just the shape of the seats, the fine leather as well. It's just, oh, and the backrest is more reclined. So nice. A few complaints though, you can't quite stretch out underneath the seat in front because they're not as raised up as in the Tesla, but knee room's still good, headroom's really good, and it's nice back here. But you don't have that cool little infotainment screen like you do in the Tesla. In fact, this whole pod thing feels a bit cheap. What's this in here? Oh, that's really cheap. That's the USB-Cs. Yeah, you do have heated seats. You have pockets on the seat backs rather than those folders, but they are quite practical, and there's these smaller pockets here, space for mobile phones and stuff. Once again, like in the front though, the door bins, while big, you've got scratchy plastics on them. How about through loading? Do we have any? No, there's no through loading, but the armrest does have some storage and hidden cup holders as well, so you're not putting your wrist into a cup holder when you're using the armrest. I think overall I prefer the back seats in this car.
And it's a similar story if you need to carry 3 adults in the back, because the BYD has slightly more shoulder room and more space for everyone's legs.
If you're wondering what I think is the best version of the BYD Seal, I've actually configured one through Carwow. To find out which car it is and the saving, click on the pop-out banner appearing in the top right hand corner of the screen or scan the QR code on screen now.
Next up, which of these cars has the biggest boot? Well, Tesla claims the Model Y has 854 litres of boot space. BYD claims the Sealion has just 520 litres. Are these manufacturers actually measuring their boots in the same way? Well, let's find out with a real-world practicality test. Well, sort of.
So let me prep them for you. I'm going to remove the load cover from this. It'll all make sense in a moment. Right, it's quite easy to do. I wonder if it'll fit under the false floor while we're at it. Will it fit? That's a win, but we want this out. We want to go maximum capacity. Now let's prep the Tesla. Oh, it's down there, isn't it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, no, it's there. Okay, so take, ooh, foldy. Oh, it's kind of attaches magnetically. I like that. Will it fit under here? That's a yes. Good. Anyway, I've got to take it all out.
Now that they're empty, I'm going to see how many full-size men I can fit in each of these boots.
So what I'm going to do is load largest first. That's the best way to do things when you're packing a car. So, sorry, no offense, Tommy, you've got to get in. I've done my back in, otherwise I'd get in. Actually, Keelan, I think we need you, mate. Oh yeah. You can fit in that gap. Sorry, Nick. I love that position. It's very evocative. Now, ooh. Do your best. I think we need another small one like Keelan.
Hang on.
This could be. If we can shut this is going to be impressive, right? Watch your head.
Sorry, Keelan.
Watch your foot, Nick. We might do it. It's not bad, is it? That.
Oh.
How was that?
Uncomfortable.
Okay, I think we do the same strategy. Actually, where? Oh, hello. Bonus feature. Right. Do you know what we can do? There's no room for anyone else in there, was there? So,
oh no.
No, so let's be brave on this one. Go on, Tommy, you go first. Okay, Nick. No, Jack. If we can do this, Jack, you're the true test. Look at that position, Tommy's in. This is all good ammunition for HR, by the way, guys. Nick, finally, if you can get in there, that space there.
Ooh.
I think we've got a win for the Tesla. Oh, this is like car twister, isn't it?
Hang on. Sit on my knee. Sorry, Jack. Oh.
Well, it is going to work though. This is.
Hang on. There we go.
You know what? I just snapped. I think this knee's going to be problematic, Nick.
It's all right. I'll shimmy.
Shall we try it? You ready? No. Here we go. I'll get it open as quick as I can. Does it? Come on, let's bugger off. Sorry. What's all this grunting?
Oh, don't ask.
I don't know what I was going to do there, holding you by the ear. Okay, so it's a clear win for the Tesla.
Another win for the Tesla is that you can fold the back seats electrically. It's much more annoying in the BYD because the reclining seats have a ratchet system, so you have to lean in to push them down. But how easy is it to carry some luggage in the front boot?
So we're going to start off with the BYD and try and squeeze our largest payload in there. So go on, Tommy. His nickname is actually The Tank. Why is your nickname The Tank?
Because my email address is Tommy_tank.
Can you get your hips in there? You can't just like, sort of, can you get in there at all?
Not really.
Okay, jump out a second. This is key. Can you get into the Tesla? Tell me which one's the worst. If you can get your hips in. Oh, you're in?
Oh, yeah, it's basically like a bathtub.
That's actually hurt my back. Right, okay, so it's a win for the Tesla in both respects, front and back boot.
Okay, so you're probably not going to be filling up your car with men. Well, we hope not. So let's talk about filling them with electricity instead. The Sealion 7 comes with an 82.5 kilowatt-hour battery in comfort and design trim. Top specification, excellence cars have a larger 91.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack. The entry-level Model Y comes with a 62.5 kilowatt-hour battery. Long-range versions have a larger 75 kilowatt-hour battery. These are the most powerful DC chargers you'll be able to use to charge each car, and here is how long each car will take to charge from 10 to 80%. And finally, this is how far each manufacturer claims you'll be able to drive on a full charge. But real-world range is often very different from what the manufacturers claim.
This Model Y has done 379 miles since it was new, and over that period it has averaged 271 watt-hours per mile. I'm going to have to do a different calculation, but anyway, it works out to an equivalent of 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour.
And when you multiply that by the car's 75 kilowatt hour battery capacity, you get a real-world range of 278 miles on a full charge. That's about 86 miles less than the Tesla claims. Oh dear.
The Sealion has done 1,371 miles in total, and over that period it has averaged 40.2 kilowatt hours per 100 miles. That works out to 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour, which really isn't very good. However, I'm not the first person to borrow this. It's been through many journalists' hands and they've probably been thrashing it, and hence the poor efficiency. Over the hour, you might be thinking, wait a minute, Matt, what about the journalists driving the Tesla Model Y? We're the first to drive that car. It's just been driven by Tesla employees and they've probably not been thrashing it about like journalists do.
That's a lot of numbers to wrap your head around. But which of these cars are you going to enjoy driving the most?
The Sealion is a fairly easy, gentle car to drive. It's got a soft setup to it. That means that over bumps it's reasonably comfortable, though sometimes you do get a clonk from the suspension, and when you're going quicker over uneven surfaces, it does sort of like float about and feel a bit disconnected. In fact, there's a sort of disconnected feeling to most of the controls, like the steering wheel, the brakes, which are kind of nothing grabbing, and the handling, the way it kind of wallows and leans a bit in the bends and floats. I mean, it's not terrible, it's fine, and in some ways, if you like to chuck a car about a bit and get it like moving around and sliding, it will do that. But I think most people don't want it. They want a bit more precision. They're constantly just like drifting out, but you can hear the tyres, can't you? But it's all right. I don't mind it. But there is definitely what's that all about? Why is it just done that? What? I think I upset it by losing a bit of grip and sliding about. Generally, it's good enough, but it's certainly not great. And one thing that I'm really not sure about is this. So what I'm going to do is run up at 70 miles an hour here, and there's a bit of wind noise there. It's not terrible, but the wind is behind me. But if I turn the other way, you'll notice this. With the wind in my face, can you hear that? It's going to be interesting to compare that noise to the Tesla in a moment. Overall then, to drive, this is good enough. It's just not great.
So what does the new Model Y feel like to drive?
Right, let's start off by comparing the noise at 70 miles an hour with the headwind here in the Tesla. So you can still hear the blowing sound from that headwind, but it's not as loud as in the BYD. Also, the suspension does feel firmer, but the damping is better, so it's just more composed. The car just feels a bit more solid on the road. The old Tesla Model Y was a bit too bouncy. It was like firm but unfair. This is more firm but fair. I have to say, Tesla has definitely improved the way the Model Y drives. It's still got that responsive, sporty feeling in terms of the steering, and it's definitely more responsive than the Sealion. And you notice it's got a bit more punch out the corners as well. You feel more in control of this car, you really do. And the brakes are more progressive as well. They've got a better feel to them. It just feels more nimble and agile and lighter. I mean, that's one of the benefits of having a smaller battery.
dynamically, I mean, I don't need to talk for much longer. This is the superior car.
So then, what's my final verdict? Well, it's actually very, very close. Tesla Model Y, it's much improved. The look is way better than before. The interior feels higher quality. It's got good efficiency and it's pretty decent to drive. And that's why it wins this test.